And only 2 months late, Dalek Mod is indeed finally here. The SWDTeam are making their real announcement right now. Right now. Right now. Right now. Right now. Right.
Alright everyone, thank you for attending today's special announcement. We here at SWDTeam are happy to announce after 2 years of development, one being entirely reworked and 3 missed release dates, we're finally happy to be releasing the DM for the latest version of Minecraft.
John, Minecraft just released their 1.18 update actually.
You heard him everyone, the Dalek Mod is finally going to be playable with the War of the Worlds mod and everything in the Nether update.
Right, now before we release it, we're going to have to close 1.12 server for just a little while. We're basically just doing this so that 1.16 can have some extra resources to just help it along whilst it's set up and whilst players join for the first time.
And don't worry, we'll probably turn it back on later after a bit. Probably.
Yeah, you heard him everyone, get going, scram! We're so many versions out of date here.
John, don't be too harsh on them. They already didn't like the other joke. Imagine what happens if we're less careful.
Alright, but I'd like to hurry, we've been here way too long.
Hey, John, have you seen Luke? He's still not here.
He said he'd be here a while ago. It should be somewhere, but he could be running late again.
I'm here everyone, don't worry, the SWDTeam is now completed.
Nah, you're not in this episode.
I'm what? No. I'm definitely in.
Oh, guys, look, he's over there! With a beard.
Why does that beard look familiar?
What the hell?
I think we're going to have to hurry and just close the server already. Well, here goes nothing. Closing the server in 3, 2, 1, and...
Finally!
Oh, thank God it's over.
I have to say, it's really relieving to have switched versions at last. I think I might have gone insane looking at that code any longer. Look at what it did to Red Dash.
Where is the plastic? Was I lied to?
Alright, we're probably going to have to explain everything that's changed now.
Oh, can you do that? I need to patch something in Tardis. It's been ages.
I'm not even doing these videos right now, I have important work.
What part of your life could possibly be more important than Minecraft Doctor Who?
Just ask May. I don't know what's in this yet either.
He's not exactly the best speaker, but John is. We'll get loads of extra views if he does it.
What if we just asked Sam?
Are you sure about that?
I don't think so.
Why not?
He probably wouldn't even want to.
We should think about this more before
Alright, I sent him a message on Discord.
John!
I'm gonna go play with Daleks. Come to me, my new army.
Well, I guess we'll all meet back here later when we're done.
Not you, mate. You're doing the recording.
Oh. He said he's calling Sam, didn't he? And you. You thought he meant... because I'm Welsh. Right, too late to turn back now. As you may have heard, Dalek Mod has completely been rebuilt from the ground up for Minecraft 1.16 and onwards. This means none of the features are the same at all from 1.12. So don't convert your world if you've got a 1.12 onto 1.16, because it'll die. It also means there's a bit less in the mod at the moment, but we've added so far has a lot more thought into it than what was in the past. And we'll be releasing regular updates to keep up with the pace. This kind of overhaul to the mod hasn't been done since the move between 1.7 and 1.8, over 5 years ago. So before we get into the features, we have to address 2 big changes. The first is that we're going to be naming these under our normal versions. Like this one for example, version 65.25 might be a thing. This will work a lot better with the frequent mini updates we're going to do. The second thing is we'll be focusing a lot more quality over quantity. We're instead going to add things that are going to be fun for fun's sake. The first of our new features is arguably the most important one. The the Daleks. We have 11 different types of Daleks, each with their own specific skins and specific functionalities as well. For example, the Invasion Daleks will now patrol the overworld with deadly smoke guns as well as showing up with claws, which in a few updates will be used for knocking items from the plane. That will be a Dalek you're going to want to use rage weapons for. The Suicide Bomber Daleks do pretty much just like their name says. Unlike creepers, they blow up unpredictably. Your best chance is to take them out quickly, because if they explode on their own, they'll do significantly more damage than a creeper. The Never Daleks, which basically is in the name, a Never Dalek, can fly in the air similar to their overworld counterparts. The Time War Daleks, which won't be in the overworld for too long, they'll soon be moved when we add the dimension they're meant to be in. Both can hover above the ground for as long as they want, and can either feature a powerful laser gun or a flamethrower in case of another Time War. Never Daleks, on the other hand, have a deadly gas gun, so your best chances to survive is to craft and wear a gas mask.
Come to me, my warriors. Together we will invade Mars. No, don't do that.
Molten Daleks are also found in the Nether. They have flamethrowers like all the time. They're going to burn you regardless. So keep them away from anything highly flammable, for sure. We've got novel Daleks like these, like the Special Weapon Dalek. These charge up before firing their gun, so you actually have time to get away. A few more types are in the mod, and we'll talk about them later, when more is added to them. These various Daleks only drop Dalekanium ingots, rare chances to drop weapons and gear, or even rare on those slimy little mutant things, to have a nice meal with. Other than the Daleks, we have two other mobs, the Cybermen and the Ortons. They can be found patrolling around the overworld currently, and the Ortons especially can be found in Orton dungeons, scattered across the world. They're a great source of plastic, and a key component in a lot of the mod now.
Oh, that was unexpected. Is this a dungeon? No! The plastic wants revenge! No!
Along with our list of new features, we have dozens of cubes. We've got 100 types of cubes in their variations. We've got steel, which can rust if it's not made stainless, which then can weirdly enough be stained. There's also plastic. We've got tons of plastic, but it can't be found in trees yet. But plastic is very, very, very important for roundels, which we'll get back to after this. There are plenty of ores and dimension exclusive blocks, like classic walls and bricks. These are things you can only find through travelling through the Tardis, well, at the moment. Other blocks include, of course, the ores. Right now you can find silicon, Zyton crystals, sonic crystals, crystalline, and cinnabar? Oh, forget it. All these are found either within the ground or meteorites that have crashed and lodged into the ground. There's also the unattainable dark star ore, but that's a secret for later. Now, what you've been waiting for, onto the Tardis, by far the biggest and most time-consuming to development of the features we've made into this. This time, if you want to get a Tardis, you're going to have to work super duper hard for it. Crafting is going to require 3 core components. First, the Tardis Base, then the Tardis Core, and then, finally, the Tardis Panels. The Tardis Base and Panels are required for creating all the control panels you'll need to, fly a Tardis. And the core is created through Artron energy, something you're going to have to collect with Artron fuel banks, a device that sucks it, harnesses it from the air, over time. Putting those 3 components together with a flight lever and fast return lever will give you a Tardis coral plant. Planting this, then begin to grow a Tardis. At the moment you have to wait a while until it's ready. Though in the future, we're going to be giving ways to speed up the process. Once your Tardis is fully grown and ready to go, you can choose from the default capsule types and control rooms. It'll also give you a key too. something you'll never want to lose. And you can create backups of it, because in this version there's no such thing as TARDIS permissions. You'll need to lock your TARDIS yourself. This is to encourage more of an interactive gameplay and a bit of a risky one too. And here we see a wild DHI having just created their first TARDIS and leaving it without locking. Probably to go get something from their base. And here we have Bug, stealing it shamelessly and cruelly, as a predator would do.
This is my new home with my new friends. Over here we got Courtney and Damien. They're married. They're usually good at directions, mostly. Fly is their driver. He doesn't say much, but he does the job. Then we got Fester E-Turn over here. Always recalls the wildest stories to me during every party we go to. Sometimes they are kind of far-fetched though. I don't believe them. Camellia has the best fashion advice you could ask for, but the fact she makes me always pay for it is kind of annoying. Wayne Point, on the other hand, is pretty generous, helps me read all these weird modules that Data gives me. No idea what's on them, but I'm pretty sure it's important. And this guy? No, that's the sonic interface. What are you talking about? Thinking that of an inanimate object. And this cow? Well, this is my best friend in the whole world, Matt. He's always... Fine, I'll go. Don't hurt Matt, okay? Okay, bye.
And now, DHI has reclaimed their TARDIS. See how justice in the wildlife always prevails. Now they can continue using their TARDIS's many features. You should be introduced to the 3 most important new blocks. Starting off with the scanner. This block can tell you a variety of information about where your TARDIS is, what it's doing, and the location you're at. And the location you're going to. The disguise your TARDIS is using, it can all be found there. And over there we have the Fault Locator, used for keeping your TARDIS in tip-top condition. It's where you insert your fuel, fluid links. You'll need fluid links to keep up with various levels. Otherwise, your TARDIS will perform even worse. You'll fly slower, drift more option, and use up way too much fuel. Over the time, we'll be adding maintenance, circuits. And finally, of the 3 holy trinity of blocks for your TARDIS is the Architectural Reconfigurement System, or ARS. This block is what you'll need to change the details and settings in your TARDIS. For now, it will allow you to manually change your console room through crafting materials.
At last, I can change my TARDIS from being so boring and white without actually changing it. This is epic!
With everything in your TARDIS practically ready to go, you can now use it to travel where and whenever you'd like in Dalek Mod's list of dimensions, or modded dimensions, if you add a simple data bag. We'll make sure to add tutorials on every bit of customization to the new mod, including how to add, your own chameleon disguises, and control rooms, so don't worry about that for now. The current dimensions in Dalek Mod right now are Minecraft's original version, Cave Game.
Look, it's like a flat map, except it's not. But it is. But it's also not. But it's not. But it is, even though it's not. But
Classic, from the Minecraft test era, or even InfDev. In the next few updates we'll be also adding Scaro, and starting one of our biggest dimensions yet, outer space. Space! The new version of Dalek Mod has some more to offer, but most of it will be gone over in tutorials we plan to upload soon. There are plenty of features that we are going to add in the upcoming versions, which will be often discussed in our Discord server, but for now, go out there, play it for yourself. Unless you don't want to play it alone, in which case you can join our Dalek Mod public server too, either using the mod on its own, or our new mod pack, which we're going to keep updated with all of our official add-ons that we're going to release. Because this version of Dalek Mod has put a lot more of focus into flexibility. You can now create add-ons compatible with most of the new mod's content, such as the new roundels for the roundel builder, new TARDIS disguises, TARDIS interiors for the ARS block, and whatever else we've even created a special blockbench plugin called Java JSON, which allows you to make resource packs for any of the models in the mod, including non-JSON models. We'll make tutorials on that too. If you like all of this so far, you can go down the mod in the description through the link to our CurseForge page, or find it on the official SWDTeam website. We hope you'll like what's to come, and we'll see you in the next version.
Alright everyone, I'm finished retarding for the day, and they're not here.
John, hello.
Oh, Matt. Well, at least you're here. No one else yet.
About that, we might have a slight problem. It's about Luke.
Oh, you finally found him. Where's he been? He missed the entire launch.
Well, sort of, kind of, not really. Just come over here.
Where is this? Hang on, I thought this was a new map.
Get down and be quiet.
Well, look who we have here. Two of those responsible for my exile.
This is insanely rude. I just wanted to go see the Martian.
Exterminate the intruders! Now wait just a minute, my dearest friends. We have to treat our guests with dignity. Perhaps a trip to show them all we've accomplished.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but I demand you give us more exposition.
In due time, in due time. But for now, I'd like to show you two something. Follow me. You will follow. Ah, but don't worry. I believe you'll enjoy where we're going. The sky's just as red, if not redder. You will follow. Follow or be exterminated.
Is that Luke?
You will follow.
I don't think that is.
Daleks are the masters of Minecraft. Daleks are the masters of Minecraft. Daleks are the masters of Minecraft.
Remember to subscribe to the remember to subscribe to the official channel.
Don't forget to click below to subscribe to the official SWDTeam YouTube channel.